Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of what I like to call the Call of Duty Weekly Reload, where we go over all of the Call of Duty news that week. This week, we essentially have three big things. First things first, we have been told when Season 4 will be revealed, and we're going to be discussing all of the details on that. On top of this, we have everything that is going to be coming out this week, the playlist, the new bundles, things along those lines, and there's a little bit more of a discussion with that, with some new weapons, potentially an operator coming out this week. You'll see what I mean once we get into that. And then finally, and I think the most interesting story, is a new Activision Studio has been made to create a AAA Call of Duty mobile game. There's a little bit more to that and a little bit more background information that we actually have, that which actually may reveal what is actually going on with that. And you'll see what I mean once we dive in. But first, let's start out with the Season 4 reveal. So today, Jeff Keighley tweeted saying, "Thursday, don't miss the world premiere first look at Call of Duty Season 4 during the Summer Game Fest kickoff live. Streaming everywhere at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. So basically on Thursday, we are going to be getting our first look at what is going on in Season 4. Now, it's interesting because they didn't show any images of what this might be. The image that they showed was actually from the reveal of the game originally. So really, we have no idea what is actually coming there. But I will say that Treyarch and Raven retweeted it, which means we're going to be getting information for probably both multiplayer and Warzone on that day. So stay tuned to the channel on Thursday, and I will keep you guys updated on that. As far as the update this week, all we know so far is, first of all, the 80s action heroes Mosh Pit playlist is staying around, so that's the Rambo's Gun Game and Die Hard Point in one playlist. They also said that the 12v12 Mosh Pit is staying, along with other fan favorites, so Nuketown 24/7 will be there. It seems like it'll just be here for the entire year. Aside from that, today we got a new bundle called the Cell Division. Now, this one comes with a reactive camo for the MAC-10, and as you can see, along with a sniper rifle. The reactive one is only for the MAC-10, as you can see here. A pretty cool looking weapon, and this is one that's pretty viable within Warzone. So if you use this weapon, might be something that you're interested in. It also comes with a reticle, emblem, and microorganism calling card, and finally the medical mask. Also coming this week, we've got three new bundles. The first of which is called the Runic Demise, which has an assault rifle and a shotgun blueprint. The second one that we have is called the Power Surge Reactive. As far as this one goes, essentially you're looking at a reactive camo on an assault rifle. And then finally the Mammoth Stalker, which appears to be some sort of sniper rifle blueprint. Then from June 11th to June 14th, we have double battle pass tiers and double XP coming as per usual at the end of the season. Should be no surprise there whatsoever. Now, there is a possibility of one other thing happening this week, just like it did at the end of the previous season, Season 2. In the last week of Season 2, the Soikov or Psykov, I never know how to say it correctly, was released at the very last week, just as some filler content to bridge the gap between the end of the Season 2 Reloaded content and the beginning of Season 3. Now, there's been a bunch of content that is yet to be released for Modern Warfare and for Warzone. One example of this is the CX-9 alongside Soap McTavish as an operator. Now, the reason why I say it might happen is because previously with the Soikov, they released the Sparks bundle at the same time with absolutely no warning. It just kind of dropped in game. You could buy it, you could then use the pistol, seemingly out of nowhere. There's been no hype revolving around the CX-9, none revolving around Soap, so it'd be a very similar timing if they were to do it essentially this week on Thursday with this week's update. And that's basically all we know about it. It's just possible that it happens, but nothing to actually guarantee it. The next story that we have here is a really interesting one. Activision basically established a new internal development studio called Activision Mobile. Now, as far as this goes, they say that they are working on a new AAA Call of Duty game specifically for mobile. Now, we do have a little bit more information on this. As you guys know, Call of Duty Mobile is already a thing, and basically it's a bunch of guns, a bunch of maps from various Call of Duty games put into one. On top of that, there is a battle royale there, but there's been a couple of changes lately. First of all, there was something called Call of Duty Online, and that recently got shut down. And with that, they kind of moved everything over to Call of Duty Mobile. However, there has been a rumor going around over probably the past 2 months that Warzone was supposed to be going to mobile. Now, we don't exactly know how this will work, whether or not there will be crossplay, or whether it'll be the same Warzone game that we have on console and PC, but just ported over to mobile. We don't know if we're going to be playing together with mobile players, But what we do know is that they have a studio named Activision Mobile, and they are working on a new AAA Call of Duty game specifically for mobile. The fact that it says a AAA Call of Duty game, to me, means it has to be Warzone, because that's essentially what they call the big games, the big launches. Those are the AAA games, and very rarely do they refer to a mobile game as a AAA game. Now, based off of the news we're getting here, it doesn't sound like this will be happening anytime soon. If they're just establishing the studio right now, yeah, they've probably been working on it for a while, but it's definitely not ready to be launched, and we haven't heard any news of it. So my guess would be at least another year before we really get some solid news or even a release of Call of Duty Warzone on mobile. The final thing I wanted to touch on, and I didn't even preview this at the beginning of the video, is Call of Duty 2021. It has been just around a month now since we've actually received some news that Sledgehammer was going to be the team that is working on the game, and we haven't really heard much. Now, when can we actually expect to hear something? Well, there's essentially two options as of right now. Number one, with Season 4, there is going to be some sort of reveal event potentially close to the end, giving it to us, or we have to wait until Season 5 and some sort of reveal will happen around then. We already know, based off of Activision talking to basically investors, that they are going to be tied together once again come next year. Call of Duty 2021, whether you want to call it World War II Vanguard or just a World War II Call of Duty game, will seemingly be making its way into Warzone, and we can expect to see some more of that if they're going with the same schedule that they did with Black Ops Cold War around late summer. There was essentially 4 weeks of teasers leading up to it, so middle of summer, end of summer is when we can kind of expect to see something. Other than that, we don't have a great deal of information anymore revolving around that. As soon as we do, I will keep you updated. So that's essentially it for this week. Yes, a relatively slow week, but on Thursday, things are going to start to amp up very, very quickly. Essentially on Thursday, we have 1 week left until the launch of Season 4, and that is when they are going to be starting to pop out information. So as that happens, and as we discover out more about Season 4, I will keep you guys informed, and of course, we're probably going to be getting some sort of trailer, potentially a roadmap coming on that reveal, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have notifications on. Aside from that, though, we're going to have a relatively slow week, nothing too new in both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. If anything crazy happens or anything changes, for example, they add in the CX-9, I will keep you guys updated. But other than that, really nothing fancy happening this week. I do have a video either coming out tomorrow or Friday. That is something I've been working on for quite literally weeks. It's bringing back an old series. I think you guys are really going to like it, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Again, subscribe, notifications, all that good jazz. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this to us.